Hi, welcome. 90 rupees, the value of rupee touched 90 rupees against US dollar, single US dollar. 90 rupees, it touched against single US dollar. Earlier, Narendra Modi ji said, it is a race. Somewhere in 2013, as a CM of Gujarat, he made a comment. He mocked the UPA government. He labeled PM Manmohan Singh ji as mute man, Maun man, something, Maun Guru, Maun Admi, something he said. He said it is a race between falling rupee and government's dignity. That's what actually he said, a race between falling rupee and the dignity of the country.
ये ऐसे नहीं होता मित्रों। मैं शासन में बैठा हूं, मुझे मालूम है इस प्रकार से रुपया इतनी तेजी से गिर नहीं सकता। अरे ये नेपाल का रुपया नहीं गिरता है, बांग्लादेश की करेंसी नहीं गिरती है, पाकिस्तान की करेंसी नहीं गिरती, श्रीलंका की करेंसी नहीं गिरती। क्या कारण है हिंदुस्तान का रुपया पतला होता जा रहा है? ये जवाब देना पड़ेगा आपको। देश आपसे जवाब मांग रहा है। ऐसे नहीं होता मित्रों। मैं शासन में बैठा हूं, मुझे मालूम है इस प्रकार से रुपया इतनी तेजी से गिर नहीं सकता। अरे ये नेपाल का रुपया नहीं गिरता है, बांग्लादेश की करेंसी नहीं गिरती है, पाकिस्तान की करेंसी नहीं गिरती, श्रीलंका की करेंसी नहीं गिरती। क्या कारण है हिंदुस्तान का रुपया पतला होता जा रहा है? ये जवाब देना पड़ेगा आपको। देश आपसे जवाब मांग रहा है।
देश जानना चाहता है प्रधानमंत्री, ऐसा क्या कारण है कि आज अकेला हिंदुस्तान का रुपया डॉलर के मुकाबले गिरता ही चला गया और क्यों चला गया? और मैंने साफ बात की, ये सिर्फ आर्थिक कारणों से नहीं हुआ है, ये आपकी भ्रष्ट राजनीति जो चली है दिल्ली से।
Race going on, that's exactly Narendra Modi ji spoke in 2013, releasing Manmohan Singh ji, because that time the rupee value is 60 rupees. But since 2014 now, it is 44 to 53% of the value of money fell down. It reached to 90 rupees now. Is it not the race between the falling of rupee and the dignity of the country? As Modi ji said earlier, that the falling of the rupee is the race between falling of the rupee and the dignity of the country. That's the statement made by Honorable Prime Minister in 2013. Now it reached to 90 rupees. Is it not the race between falling of the rupee and as well as dignity of the country? Okay. Sir, anyway, I think India-US trade deal, one of the reasons, because the Indian rupee is falling down in the international market against dollar. This is another failure that we could not be able to set right our dialogues with America. And all this, Trump is threatening that 150% tariff, 350% tariff, 100% tariff. He started from 26. Trump started from 26. He started 26% tariff. We bargained for less than 20 rupees. He gave shock that he increased to 50%, and he got angry that he gave 100%. He's furious and he gave 50. He charged 150% of tariff. He became mad recently. He said 350% I'm going to impose recently. He recently made a statement that 350% I'm going to impose on India. We are unable to cool him down, bring it less than 20 rupees, 20% of the tariff. Because of this, all these conflicts at the international market, I think it is one of the reasons that Indian rupee touching 90 rupees, and it is lowest fall of Indian history. Right? So portfolio investors have pulled out over 1.48 lakh crore from Indian equities in 2025, the highest ever. They pulled off because of erratic policies like demonetizations, aligning effects, and GST disruptions. These are all the reasons the capital flight spikes dollar demand. The government should have done few activities to restore all this, but they did not do it. So that's the reason that maybe Indian rupee fell down. Trade and current account deficits, it's exploding. Trade and current account deficits are exploding. 14.7 billion surge and oil 85% imported have ballooned the deficit actually, fueled by unchecked festive season spending and no push for domestic alternatives. Make in India, Modi's dream statement, Make in India. So RBI is a hands-off approach under government pressure. The Reserve Bank has sold $50 billion reserves since November 2024 to curb volatility and adopted a calibrated depreciation strategy. That's what actually I'm reading in newspaper. Okay. Inflation by burden on common citizens, of course, if a 5% of rupee depreciation will lead to 30 to 35 basis points to inflation. It lead to hike in petrol prices, edible oil prices, grocery prices. It will lead to the poor man to suffer, and common man, middle class, poor people, they cannot even buy a cup of rice if it keeps on going like that. So the government should do something to make Indian rupee stable, because it's falling down and down. It's not correct symptom for an Indian economy. Negative FDI and long-term economic mismanagement. Net FDI turned a negative $2.4 billion in 2025. 2 months tight, Indian firms acquiring abroad while foreigners repatriated funds and all. These are all the reasons that I think rupee fell down. Thank you. Namaskar.